A fresh new comedy that takes you from the hood to the burbs.
I'm playing this new game called Golf.
Golf? What, you trying to get your ghetto pass revoked?
Check out comedian Daryl Hughley.
Hey, Ebony man, remember me?
Hey, you must be Daryl.
They everywhere. What, do we spring a leak or something?
And all new Hughleys after a new home improvement. It all starts at 8, 7 Central, Tuesday.
ABC Wednesday. Last week, Dharma and Greg adopted their baby.
It's a black child.
Now, they're raising it like their own.
Your body is your temple, but it is also your dance hall and your bowling alley.
Then... Got pizza? An all-new Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, right after an all-new Dharma and Greg. ABC Wednesday, beginning at 8, 7 Central.
Hi, I'm Matthew Perry, and you're watching Comedy Central. I apologize for the color of my hair.
Dad, wake up. Dad, it's me, Ben.
I know who you are, Ben. You're the only other guy that lives here.
Yeah, I just heard a noise outside, out the window.
Well, you know what that is?
What?
That's one of the millions of people that lives in the city.
No, I'm telling you, I heard someone is trying to break in, I think.
Yeah, you know what, Ben? You're probably having a bad dream.
Dad, I'm telling you, I heard it like 4 times in a row. Just listen.
Yeah.
You never get it when you need it.
Wait, I just heard something.
Yeah. Yeah, do you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it was metal on metal.
Well, it sounds like someone's trying to, get the window lock open.
First of all, are all our doors locked?
Well, yeah, but it's the window that sounds like it's the problem.
That's a good point. That's probably why they're using the window, because the doors are so locked.
I don't want to die, Dad. Maybe we should call 911. Is that it?
That's information.
No, 411 is information.
Okay, call 911.
I'll call 411.
Okay, but let me do all the talking.
Well, maybe if you call...
Wait a second, I think they're actually in the apartment. Wait 1 second.
Oh, my God.
Boy, I have no regrets about not owning anything of value.
Dad, why are you talking so loud?
I'm trying to discourage them from looking around.
It's a good thing they haven't passed legislation about automatic weapons in the city.
Man, it was a long, hard day on the police force today.
You're not kidding.
Woo! I'm gonna go to bed, Lieutenant. Oh, man. It's almost like it's pretend.
Yeah.
That we're wearing these uniforms for no reason.
What
just because we're crazy.
Why do I sleep with my revolver on?
Oh, my huge gun. Did that work?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let's make them some coffee.
Let's just get robbed.
Okay.
The hell with it.
Help yourselves! Take whatever you want! Just lock up when you're done.
All right, Dad,
Yeah.
now call 911.
I'm telling you, Laura, it's just very scary when you realize that someone was actually trying to get into your home.
Dr. Katz, are you overreacting?
No, I don't think I'm overreacting. I think I'm reacting. I think that somebody trying to break into your home.
Did they break in?
They weren't able to actually get in.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but that's only because Ben and I acted with such speed and we were both so vigilant.
No, what really happened?
Ben woke me up at the middle of the night. He heard a noise.
Dr. Katz, you've never been robbed?
No, I've never been robbed in my entire life.
Really?
Yep.
You seem like such an easy target.
Thank you for saying that, but apparently I don't appear that way to the criminal community.
Well,
to me, it's just totally humiliating. The idea that they could have rifled through my personal belongings.
yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, I like that part.
Doctor, I don't know very much about you at all. But I guess that's part of your...
That's part of the whole therapy game. And I use the word game instead of scam.
What, do you have a wife and kids?
Well, you know what? My family's really off limits in this session.
I see, sure. That's fine. What, do you have a son? You look like you have a son.
I do have a son.
Yeah, I can tell by the bags under your eyes. What's he? How old is he? How old's your son?
He's grown.
How old?
He's 25 years old.
So he's sleeping through the night, huh?
Such a cute age.
I don't know, my parents now, it's weird to watch them get old.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's, she's getting pathetic.
How so?
She's so embarrassing. We go to restaurants and they're calling everybody's name the other night, and every single name they call, my mother said, Lou, go find out if that was us. I said, you'll be able to tell when it's us, Mom. They'll use our name.
Yeah.
Of course, that's like a law of nature. The longer you wait for a table in a restaurant, the more everyone's name starts to sound alike. As the blood sugar level drops, your hearing becomes affected. After 45 minutes, they say, Clark, party of 4. Clark, right away, there are 15 people up there. Excuse me, did you just call Dombrowski?
They're not listening.
My dad's big on using everybody's name. He believes in making people feel important by using their name. So if someone comes up to our table at a restaurant, I'm Don, I'll be your waiter. Okay, Don. Hi, Don. Don, can we have warm butter? Don, you know what? I'm going to don my sweater. Don, see, I used it in another context.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't make so much fun of my parents at this point. I'm a parent too. I have 3 children, and it's just amazing. You have that first kid, and it's just magical. You think, oh my gosh, that's the most important thing in the world. And then that second kid comes along, and you panic. You think, how am I going to love someone as much as I love that first one? And then, of course, the second child is born, and the truth is, you love that second child almost as much as the first. I mean, it's really close. It's almost negligible. But it's the first one's real special.
Right.
Third one is you hope the third one's easy to clean.
Coming up on The Daily Show, the never-ending story 98 just never ends. And Brian Benben dreams on.
The Daily Show, where more Americans get their news than probably should.
On an all-new South Park, the townspeople gear up for their annual rite of passage.
Cow Days is when we all get together to thank the noble animal that provides most of our livelihoods. Release the cows!
It's man pitted against beast. Catch a new episode of South Park, Wednesday at 10, only on Comedy Central.
These days, it seems like everybody's got a Cherokee or an Explorer. Me? I like to stand out a bit. That's why I drive a Subaru Outback. With a big cargo bay and all-wheel drive, you get all the sport utility you need. But with the smooth ride and better gas mileage, the Outback is far from ordinary. Like me, really. What a weird-looking bunch that was.
French, German. You're the genius behind the new Speak in a Week foreign language CDs. But can you say global distribution? You know linguistics, not logistics. Entree UPS. The same people you rely on here clear customs electronically and deliver to over 200 countries worldwide. Soon orders are rolling in and everyone's speaking your language.
Bonjour. Machete avoir.
UPS, moving at the speed of business.
Since I made my chocolate chip cookies better than ever, everyone's talking.
I don't know how you made them better, but you did. They're the bestest ever.
Thank you.
These new cookies rock.
Thanks, dude.
Wow, they're even better than before.
I hear ya.
Pillsbury's best chocolate chip cookies ever. Hot and fresh in only 15 minutes.
Would you like one?
Another breakthrough from the 1 Hour Labs of Lens Crafters. New Featherweights Plus lenses. They're lighter, they're thinner, they're more impact resistant. And now they're twice as scratch resistant compared to plastic lenses. New Featherweights Plus, only from Crafters, made in about an hour.
Schick Tracer FX is the only razor that flexes to cover every sensitive curve. A design so smart, you can feel it. Schick, the feel of smart design.
Ben?
Yeah, Dad.
Are you on a secure phone?
Am I on a secure phone?
Yeah. Just want to make sure no one's listening to this conversation.
There's a good chance I might not even listen to this conversation.
Have you taken my advice to change the locks?
I called the locksmith. I got the locks changed.
Right.
Then I called another locksmith. And got them changed again.
That's good thinking. Did you put on an extra deadbolt?
There's 3 locks and a chain lock now.
And what about bars on the windows?
Well, Dad, I think that's going a little too far, don't you think?
And I want to call a home security company. I want them to put in an alarm system. I'm only going to give the code to me and to you, and I'm not even sure I'm going to give it to you.
But, Dad, I mean, honestly, even if the guy had gotten in, I think I overreacted last night.
Yeah, when you wrestled me to the ground?
Yeah, I had to wrestle somebody. I was thinking today, Dad, that maybe the best thing we could do beyond locks and bars on the window would be get a pit bull.
You know, that's not such a crazy idea.
You know, because,
You know, maybe instead of a pit bull, we could just get a recording of one of those dogs barking. Because that way we wouldn't have to walk it.
Yeah, that's true.
And we wouldn't have to... Well, we'd still have to name it.
You know, if we don't get a pit bull, though...
Poodle?
I wouldn't mind a hamster again. I know it won't help deter criminals, but they're so lovable.
Hi, Dr. Katz. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, David?
I'm okay. I'm a little anxious, a little harried. You know, One thing that I remember from the last session was, I think it's kind of a bad sign when your therapist says, that's a little bit more information than I wanted to know.
Well, I think you misconstrued what I was saying when I said that.
Well, that is what do you mean? That's what you said.
Wait, how did you interpret that?
That maybe I was giving you more information than you wanted to know?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
So you're the youngest of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm the oldest of 3, but...
Well, being the oldest, David, has in many ways shaped who you are.
Really? In what way?
Many ways.
Huh. Okay, noted.
Oh, last week you started telling me about the new business before we ran out of time.
It's called Dave's Classy Pizza.
And how does that work?
Oh, well, for like an extra $50, you get your pizza delivered to you in a limousine.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the tagline. It's limo fresh. And then, a butler comes out and, your pizza, sir. That's the Australian guy. And then the English guy's like, hello, governor. Here's your pizza. It depends on what you can pick it. And then there's like a French maid. It's up to you. It's
and you think there's a market for that?
Oh, yeah, because people like stuff delivered and they like classiness, And I thought of combining the two. Classy delivery.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I hope it works. I mean, in the future, it hasn't worked so far. I've actually lost a significant amount of money. But, I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I think you're onto something with that idea.
And this thing is going to pay off big, Dr. Katz. Big.
I wish
Listen. Big.
Dr. Katz's office.
Hi, Laura, it's Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Laura?
Yes?
Have you noticed anything strange about my dad?
Could you be a little more specific?
Well, ever since the break-in, he seems to be really paranoid,
The attempted break-in.
Right. But I call it the break-in.
Okay.
I just skipped the attempted part.
Well, he has been acting a little bit weird.
Well, I've never seen him this paranoid. I mean, it is kind of funny, but I don't think it's very healthy for a guy that age.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should talk to him.
Talk to him?
Yeah.
That's your advice, talk to him?
Uh-huh. You're welcome.
Laura, there's hundreds of people that I could have called for advice about this.
Oh, Ben. You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry.
Apology accepted.
I should be grateful that you even considered calling me at all.
Is this sarcasm?
You know what? I'm so disappointed with myself. I don't even deserve to be on the same phone line as you.
Yeah, that was sarcasm.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
James Taylor, he's not.
When I was 53, it was a very good year.
Sinatra?
Hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side.
Lou would prefer you didn't. He's no lyrical pioneer, but Ben Stein's words will move you. Win Ben Stein's money. All new episodes Monday through Thursday at 7:30 and 11:30, only on Comedy Central.
Very superstitious writings on the wall.
It's a good thing Stevie can't see this.
Wanna be Americano. You were born in Italy. You try living alla moda. All you do is sing of
Tuo fare americano, ma se nati in Italia, siento me successe niente fa ok, la musica solo la mia.
Like proper diet and exercise, Craftmatic beds help your body feel better. For watching TV, reading, sewing, or just putting your feet up and relaxing, you can't beat a Craftmatic adjustable bed. Yet Craftmatic Model 2 beds are inexpensive. Call toll-free to get free information by mail about Craftmatic. Call for this important information now.
Call toll-free 1-800-975-4949.
National Auto Sales guarantees easy financing, no matter what your credit history. All you need is a pay stub from your current job, a valid driver's license, and proof of residency. That's right. National Auto Sales is simply the easiest financer on the East Coast. National Auto Sales guarantees easy financing. All you need is a pay stub, a driver's license, and proof of residency. That's it. Call toll-free 1-888-MR-CASH-0. That's 1-888-672-2740.
That rookie is working hard. She's really stoning the opposition. A kick save and a beauty. Look at that body block. A penalty's been called. Molson looks hungry for the puck. That's it. It's a shutout thanks to Molson's in-your-face style of defense. At Ben's Verona Sports, you'll find hockey gear and apparel for every player. You can even teach an old dog new tricks.
Hey, Laura, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You ever carry a fake wallet or hide your money in your shoe?
Fake wallet?
Yeah, just in case.
What is a fake wallet?
A fake wallet is something that if you get robbed,
Yeah?
it's a way of making the burglars feel like they've done their job and at the same time saving some money.
Where's the real one?
The real one you keep in a secure spot.
I know what you're doing, Dr. Katz, but you can't live in fear.
Yes, I can.
You're letting this attempted burglary thing get the better of you.
I'm just being cautious, Laura.
It sounds like you're being paranoid.
Well, thank you. That's good advice. But what I really need to know is where can I hide my real wallet?
How about shoving it up your...
Hey, never mind.
You know who I hate?
Give me a hint, Lou.
My grandmother.
And why is that, Lou?
She's old and uninteresting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really hate her. My grandmother, though, she you know what it is? My grandmother's very, my grandmother, she is very spry, but her eyes are getting bad. And the best way to negotiate her territory is to treat her like a rhinoceros. If you're upwind, stay there, because she will charge if she smells you.
Mm-hmm. But you were telling me that she still loves to have the family over, cooks dinner for them.
Ugh, every time we eat there, sometimes I do have this feeling, because she's a pretty good cook. I say, oh, if I don't get very sick later, this was good.
What was your relationship like when you were a child?
She used to bribe me for correspondence. If I sent a letter, she would send me $1. And it was classic. You know how when you're a kid, you'd always break open your piggy bank and be like, $19. Boy, I wish I had $20. Dear Grandma, how are you? I am fine. Bye. Love me. Mom said I had to make this a whole page, and then you write whole page really big, so it takes up a whole page. What else?
Do you know that in this country, one home is broken into approximately every 15 minutes? So since I've been here, approximately one home has been broken into, which is not so bad.
It's not bad.
I have a neighbor who doesn't lock her door, and she doesn't do it because it just doesn't feel good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's her address?
You've probably treated patients who've been victims of some kind of criminal act. So, I mean, how do you deal with that?
No, I do treat people who were traumatized in some way.
What would you say to them?
Get over it.
Did you actually see the guy?
Well, it was like seeing him. I heard the tapping sound. When you hear this at 3 a.m, believe me, it's like seeing a guy with a mask.
Ooh, did Ben see him?
Ben heard a different sound. He heard like this. Maybe the guy was having coffee on the fire escape.
Yeah.
I can't believe I called 911 and they said it was a wrong number. How wrong can you be?
Huh.
Did you dial like NINE 11? I mean, that might have been the problem.
Okay, you win. You're the stupidest guy at the bar. Hello?
Dad, open the door.
And who's there?
It's me.
Let me ask you this then. If you're really who you claim to be, and who did you claim to be?
Dad, it's me. Open the door.
What's your mother's maiden name?
I'll be back in an hour.
Ben, did you get the sweet and sour pork like I asked you to?
I did, yes.
Anyone follow you?
Dad, when are you gonna relax?
When this beer kicks in is when I'm gonna relax. Oh man, this is crazy.
Dad, why don't we just sit and eat? And you know what? There's no possible way that we're gonna get robbed again.
I'm thinking about maybe moving to a gated community.
See, that's the problem. You get paranoid about this, and then you can't live your life normally ever again.
The cops suggested to me that it might be an inside job. So, how well do you know me?
I mean, it could have been you.
It's possible. You know, I'm thinking about getting a second peephole put in the door, waist high, just in case someone small comes calling.
That's a good idea. You know, for a minute, I thought you were going too far.
Why don't we get a phone book and we can just keep the peephole we have?
You're afraid of small people now. Is that it?
Well, every scary movie I've ever seen involves a midget that kills.
Like what?
Name any movie.
Midget killers?
They got them?
Yeah.
Too small to let you live?
I'm small and you're dead?
If you lift me up again, I'll kill you? There's a million of them.
Look down, now you're dead.
Next time on the couch, Ron Lynch shows off while Susie Essman gets off.
The last guy I was going out with, I used to get turned on by like the weirdest things, like the way he talked. So, I'll be over your house a treat. And this would turn me on.
Dr. Katz. A new episode next Monday at 10.
On the next Bob and Margaret, a kinky couples game.
Can you picture Bob in a massage parlor?
Leaves Margaret all hot and bothered.
You're incredibly dull people! Make a commitment to Bob and Margaret. Next, only on Comedy Central.
For a Pentium 2 processor.
Savor the summer. Live Maine lobster, specially priced at $14.99. A warm reminder that at Red Lobster, the season isn't over.
Louisiana in 1803. Babe Ruth in 1914. A Van Gogh in 1888. A new Infiniti G20 in 1998. What is a great buy?
Just one look, that's all it takes.
Switched from cable to DirecTV to get all the Broncos games from their new home in LA. Got DirecTV for all the pay-per-view movies. Hasn't been to the video store since. Saw the digital picture and sound on DirecTV while shopping for a home theater system. Signed up on the spot. There are over 3 million others for whom all it took was just one look. So, what are you looking at?
That's all it takes.
Dad, you know, the attempted robbery was like a week ago.
Yeah, look at this. They have 8 different kinds of pepper spray then.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you put it on food?
I think.
Yeah. Because I like the hot stuff.
There's one with grounded pepper spray. That would be a good way to do it. You pretend you're putting some of this grounded pepper on their food,
yeah.
The burglars. Then you whack them over the head with the big thing.
Right. They have to have food in order for that to
that's right.
work.
That's right. Well, we put out a spread.
You know, Dad, I can't go on living like this. Maybe we should, go to the other side. You know what I mean?
You're talking about starting a life of crime?
Yeah, I think a life of crime would be rather romantic, don't you think, Dad?
Well, what kind of criminal do you see yourself being?
You know, you watch all those movies, like Butch Cassidy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd like to rob a stagecoach.
You know, they still have those?
No, that's my point. You know, we're already out of work.
What do they use now to transport people back and forth?
Airplanes.
We should rob one. No, but you know what? I really want to be in a situation, though, Dad, where we pull a heist, and I get shot.
Yeah.
Right? Right. And then you have to take me to one of those guys who aren't really a doctor, but who could sew me up, like across the border.
A seamstress.
Yeah, a tailor.
Right.
You know, a guy who has to bring me in his back room with no anesthetic, give me a slug of liquor, and then sew me up, and then I'd die. All right, bad ending, but interesting life.
Sure. Let's go to bed, and we'll leave the windows wide open.
You got it. You're crazy.
You know, as long as they're going to rob us, we might as well get some fresh air.
Yeah, you feeling better now, though?
Yeah.
Why don't you give your old son a good night hug? All right?
Come here. Get over here.
I got you. Yeah?
Okay, now put me down.
All right, good.
Okay.
Now what's this? Stole your wallet.
Oh, man.
You suck.
Yeah, look inside that wallet.
Wait, what?
Fake wallet.
Nah, you got me. When you're good, you're good.
Oh, Dr. Katz, I was in the Seattle airport, and as you're walking the baggage claim, they have this 9-panel depiction of a magic act. It's painted. I mean, magic is already boring, live. You know, even if the guy's right there in front of you, you know, the most you're going to get is like, oh, wow, that is my card. Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
But to paint a magic act, it didn't make any sense to me, but it works actually on some weird level. You do get emotionally invested in it because you start off and the first panel is, you know, this guy is dressed as a magician and he's got the disappearing box and you see his assistant, and then you progress down the wall there and you see that the guy gets in the box and there are no wires and he turns the box, and then the next panel is the box is being turned again, and then the very last panel is the box being opened up and the guy has disappeared. And you find yourself really fascinated, like, how did they do that? That's amazing. And you run back really quickly and you watch it again. You go, okay, yeah, there he's getting in, and clearly there are no wires and I don't see him. And then you get there and it's like, yeah, the guy's gone. He did it. So, Dr. Katz, I had a great Easter. And I was thinking, you know, it's celebrating the ascension of Jesus into heaven.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if, when Jesus was rising up to heaven, if you had grabbed onto his leg, could you go up to heaven? And you could be up in heaven. You'd be like the first guy in heaven. And Jesus, maybe he would, like, shake his leg, but if you had a firm grip, you'd be right up in heaven with Jesus, hanging with Jesus and God. I think, you know, walking on clouds, they couldn't let you go. You'd be up there. It'd be so neat. That's what I would have done had I been an apostle. You know, I was wondering when Jesus was ascending into heaven, do you think his ears popped?
Good chance.
Hey, but also, what if you were on the ground when Jesus was ascending, and then you suddenly remembered that he had your keys? That would have... Jesus! My keys! Throw down my keys, please! Jesus, listen! Before he's going too high. He's got my keys. My keys! My house keys! They're in your... Oh...
You know, doctor, I'm so self-conscious. One time I was with a person. You seem to be great at this. You know, people come in and tell you all kinds of boring things, and you never even yawn or anything. I was listening to someone talk. I was having lunch with this guy, and he's talking. I got so bored, and I yawned, and we just started the lunch, and I had to pretend that was how I talked. I'd be like, it's good show.
So now he thinks you're alert but an idiot.
Yeah, every time he calls, I have to go, anyway. I wish I could be more confident. You know who I admire?
Who?
The 6th grader who had sex with his teacher.
Ah.
That kid must have a tremendous amount of self-esteem. I mean, I wouldn't even look my teacher in the eye. Can you imagine this kid? What confidence. I mean, she says, do you want to stay after school? I'm sure the kid's saying things like, I don't know, depends. I'm supposed to play soccer, but I can move some stuff around. What do you have in mind? It's weird, you know, kids are, in terms of development, every month is critical. Like a 6-month-old can do things that a 3-month-old can't, and a 1-year-old can do things that a 9-month-old can't. It's really weird. You know what the truth is, doctor? You never make up that difference.
That's right.
My friend Steve, he was born in April. I'm born in July. He's a little bit better reader than I am.
Oh, you know what the music means, Lou. Our time is up.
Up next, Bob is a dentist. Margaret dabbles in podiatry. They are both British, and so is their humor. Break out the fish and chips and get ready for Bob and Margaret next.
I'm Ben Stein.
I'm Jimmy Kimmel.
And you are watching Comedy Central.
I love you.